Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from Wild Wild West. Well, we got one for you today. A brand new one in. And we did an unboxing already, but we had a blooper, so we're doing it over. But it's coming from Sports and Gadgets, Smart Outdoors, LLC. This is an eBay purchase. And what we have here is a Benchmade Seabird model design, Adamas, Axis, CruWear, 375, what's that? Was that 275? 275GY-1. Yeah, 275. 275GY-1, Adamas. Black class. As you guys know, I only get the black class Benchmades. Those are the only ones I ever have any interest in. We've already opened it up. And it comes with gear where you could, you can carry a pouch. So you put it on your molly gear, I'm sure. It's absolutely a beautiful knife. Let me show you the pouch and gear attachments. I'm not going to use any of this. This is just going to be in the box. What I want is a knife. That's all I need. I do like that they gave you those little extras and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And here's the knife. It centers out perfectly. Brand new knife. This person's an authorized Benchmade dealer on eBay seller. 100% rating. I like the way this one feels. The only reason why I didn't get the other Adamas is because I thought it was like too big and too bulky. And I wasn't too happy with it having D2 steel. This is the CruWear. It's a lot thinner blade. This blade's on like a 3.5mm if I'm not mistaken. And the weight of it is really nice. It's got a G10 handle. Even though it sort of looks like aluminum, it's actually G10. It's got thick stainless steel liners, which what you need. All the black class knives, that's one reason why I only get the black class ones. Because in order to have a really good, strong axis lock, what do you need? You need a strong stainless steel frame. A stainless or steel frame or stainless steel frame. You don't want a weak frame for an axis lock because then that'll make the axis lock itself weak. A lot of the strength from the axis lock comes from the frame. The channel that the crossbar slides back and forth in. I like the thumb studs too. Thumb studs are really nice. Let me pull you guys in a little bit. I know these came out last year, I think it was. I'm just now getting one. I plan on carrying this one. This is going to be a user knife. I'm going to see what it's like to use it. It doesn't feel too heavy. It feels like a really good weight. I think it feels like about 6 ounces, 6.5 ounces, something like that. It feels lighter than most of my Deadbolts, or around a little bit, maybe around the same way as the Deadbolts. Absolutely love it. Not a whole lot of detent, hardly any detent. It's like the Sliver Axe, the Spyderco Sliver Axe. Super smooth though. Very smooth. It looks like a good blade too. Let's see how sharp it is. Let me get some paper. Should have had some paper out. Benchmade, I expect it to be sharp, but a lot of people have been saying that Benchmade has been having some quality issues lately. I don't know what that's all about. Because every Benchmade I've ever had has always been an excellent knife. I've never had to have one that had factory defects or anything like that. Now, some of them had to be broken in. You know, like my 391 BKs or whatever. They needed a little break-in time. This one feels like it's broken in already. Razor. That's a super sharp blade. Because I've been hearing people saying that the blades aren't sharp. Well, mine's sharp. That's all I can say. This one's sharp. Maybe they need to get it off of eBay, off of sports and gadgets. Absolutely love it. I don't know if you guys can see the liners. The liners look real thick. There's absolutely no flex at all on this handle. I mean, you'll hurt your thumbs trying to make it flex. It's a super stout knife. So I expect this axis lock to probably be the, I don't know. I've always thought the Contigos are strong too. And you know what? The liners are like the same thickness. And the Contigo has a thicker blade stock. But I imagine the original Adamas was thicker than the Contigo with the D2 steel. The one thing I always liked about Contigos, they always had good steel, and the knives were less expensive than the Adamas. This one has an M390 blade. My other Contigos, two Contigos that are blacked out like this, have M4 blades, which are like this is a CruWear blade, so this will rust, just like the M4 blades will rust. I always keep them oiled. But this one I don't have to worry about, this M390 one, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about it. You know, and as far as like, you know, for pocket knives, I tend to like stainless steel better than a carbon steel. Even though I know carbon steels, lots of times you get better edge holding and better toughness and all that kind of stuff. But when you carry something in your pocket, lots of times you may sweat, or there may be moisture, and salty. Sweat has salt in it, and it's like, you know, it makes things that are not stainless steel tend to rot easily. So, and I like as you know, I like shiny things. Y'all see my motorcycle, it's shiny too. I like shiny things. So, but then I like blacked out things too when I want to be discreet. You know, I want to carry things to work or what have you. And I want people to really know what I'm carrying. This one really feels good in hand. I mean, the weight of it is awesome. The weight. Let's see what these weigh real quick. .5 ounces. And my Contigo, my old Contigo, 6.0. So my Contigo's lighter. I want to compare it to some other knives too. Let me see, what else can I compare it to? Well, how about the one in my pocket? The one in my pocket. This is my new love that I've been carrying. Yes, it's my new Deadbolt, new M16, 04 DB. Kit Carson design. 6.7, so it's heavier. It's heavier than that one. Okay, so what else we got? That's in the same class. And what I'm calling class is like combat folders. You know, folders that are really designed for soldiers. They're not really designed to be like little EDC knives. How about the one that had us on bearings? Huh? Actually, the Kit Carson's on bearings too. The Contigo's on washers. This is another USA made knife. These three including the, I mean these two, including this one, makes 3. All made in the United States. The action on this one is superb. This has the best action. I can tell you that right now. This action is better than the Adamas. The one on the XR lock on the seal, the SOG seal. I think the action is better. Let me see. Can I get it to stand up? It's not going to stand up. So why don't we lay them on their sides then? What else is in this group? What else is in this group that was made for soldiers? Let me see, what else we got? How about the Spider Cub, another American-made knife, Manix 2XL. This one has the fly titanium ball cage. Didn't like the plastic ball cage. Okay. How much does this one weigh? .3 ounces. And this one was 6.5. So this is heavier than that. This one is 6.7. So this one's heavier than the Adamas. And this one's going to be the heaviest. 8.2. It's the tank. It's the tank. 6.0. That's the lightweight. Until this one comes along. Now that's the lightweight. What other heavy duty knives that I have that fall in that same type of category? I know. Another one that was made for soldiers. The Clever Girl. Another Deadbolt. And you know what? I'm going to stick to knives I can open and close with one hand without putting my hand in the way of the path of the blade too. So we're not going to do triads right now. I know you're all going to say, well, where's the triads? Well, the triads are different kind. These are all folders I can open and close like this without putting my hand in the path of the blade. So this one weighs 6.9, almost 7 ounces. So that would be the second heaviest. It'd be right there. How about it? How about it? I got anything else over here? Let me see. Oh, well. We can't leave out. Instead of doing the light today, let's bring in the S35VM version. 8015. Got to bring that one in. 6.5 ounces. And this one was 6.7. Okay, so it goes right in here. Boom. Any other that sort of fall in that class was a heavy duty folder. And the heavy duty folder has to have a strong lock too. I think that's about it for the ones I can open and close with one hand. Except for, I don't know, this one heavy duty though because it's got a plunge lock. I don't know if I want to call this heavy duty. Okay, we're going to hold off on that. Okay, we'll stick with what we got for heavy duty folders. These are my heavy duty folders. All around the 9-inch size. And we just saw what they weigh. Let's open them all up. S30V, CPM S30V blade, made in Golden, Colorado, made in USA. M390 blade, made in USA. CruWear, the new one on the block. The CruWear, the Adamas, the big Adamas, the Thriller and Manila. Andrew Demko. We cannot forget about Andrew Demko anytime. He is the king of the heavy-duty locks. Andrew Demko. But there's some challengers this year. I hear Cold Steel, GSM Cold Steel's coming out with the GSM Cold Steel Atlas lock. The Atlas. It looks interesting. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'll leave some links at the end of this video. Look in the show me more section. 8015. This is the S35VN version. It's not the 8015 Lite. I like that one too, though. But this is my black S35VN. I also have the green one too. The green one was the first one I got. The green one is one like this. All right. And this one looks just like the new one I've been carrying this past year. These two look exactly alike. It's hard to tell them apart. This one has G10 and S35VN. This one has Grivery and Oz10. I can't tell the difference between looking at them. The only way you can tell is the markings. All right. Where are we at? Where are we at? The Clever Girl, Austin McLaughlin, veteran, U.S. veteran, designed by him. Kit Carson, M16, ODB, 04DB, Deadbolt, 4-inch Deadbolt. This is the only assistant knife on the table. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's become one of my favorite deadbolts, period. I've always loved the Austin, this one was my previous favorite. I think I like this one a little bit more. And it's probably because I'm a Tonto person, people. You know, I'm always a little bit partial to Tontos. So, you know, sorry about that, Austin. Still love you, though. I still love my Clever Girl, but I think this one's still in my heart. And I like the way it kicks out the blade with the deadbolt. Actually, I think the assist works really good with the deadbolt. The deadbolt sort of needs the assist. Is that a good way to put it? But here's the best functioning one out of all of these, if you ask me, and it's also the heaviest. It's a tank. That's the reason why I'd be probably the least likely to carry this one. But as far as the way it feels in my hand, as far as like the way that the action on this blade, it's the best. It functions the best. None of these function as nicely as a SOG seal. None of these do. The SOG seal functions better than all of them. So if I was going by functioning, SOG seal wins. This one feels like it needs more detent. Or something. But it's super smooth. I really like it. I'm going to use the hell out of it. But the action is not as good as the SOG seal. The SOG seal's action is perfect. That's the only thing I can say about the solid steel. It's perfect. And it likes to be flipped. It's a beautiful knife. This is a beautiful knife too. This is one I would carry this one, but I'm not going to carry the solid steel. But you guys will see me carry this one. This blade will probably get some wear marks on it, and it's going to get used. This one feels like a nice weight to carry. It feels lighter than 6.5 ounces, to tell you the truth. It doesn't feel like 6.5 ounces. It feels more like a 5-ounce knife. Like a mid-5, like a 5.5 ounce knife. I don't know if it's just the ergos or what, but I really like it. Really like it. Nice and fidgety. So it'll be fun at work. It does look kind of thick behind the edge though, but this CruWear, I bet you this will hold this edge for a long time. So I don't think I have to worry about the edge. Beautiful knife. I really like the way it feels. I love the way it looks too. It's a good looking knife. Highly recommend it. I would recommend all of these knives though. These are all, because you guys know I don't really buy knives I don't think I'm gonna like. You know, I was disappointed with the 26T Oyabun. I thought that was gonna be a knife I was gonna really like, but it turned out to be a piece of junk. But that's another story. But Cold Steel, you guys need to check out Cold Steel's new lineup. They are coming out with some awesome looking knives this year. But I'm sort of disappointed that they're using a lot of GFM when I wish they were using more G10 and you know, the different Micartas or whatever. But they're not. And also, this has become my favorite fidgeter. The Andrew Demko 8020.5 is officially my favorite fidgeter. It has surpassed my other favorite fidgeter, the Cogent. The Civivi Cogent. This is just some updated news. The Civivi Cogent. It has surpassed the Cogent. And these are at the Knife Center, D2 versions. D2 versions at the Knife Center. Knife alert, D2 versions, 8020.5s at the Knife Center. I think they're $149.99 or whatever they are. I ordered a D2 one and a clip blade. And they said it was dark earth, but it looked like yellow. That's the reason why I got it, because I like these wild colors. I like the bright colors on these. Because these are little knives, and if somebody knows I'm carrying one of these, I don't really care. If that upsets them, then it's too bad. I can understand, you know, they might get upset if they see one of these. So when I carry something like this, I like it to have, you know, at least black pocket clips. This one's perfect. It's fairly deep carry. It doesn't have flat, it doesn't have what you call flush screws though. It's all blacked out though, so it'll be okay. It'll be going to work with me on Monday. Absolutely love it. And this is a 275. Sports and Gadgets on eBay. That's where I got it for $238. It was $238. It wasn't cheap. It was $238, people. But that's basically the price for these, $238. And I'm loving it. I absolutely love it. I think it's the most expensive one on this table. The most expensive one on this table. The second most expensive one would be probably my Contigos, because this one I got in a special deal, and it was only like 150 something, so I got really cheap. And this one I got on a special deal too. It was like $125. This one was fairly expensive. This one was $138 or $139 or something like that. $139 maybe. This one, these are fairly expensive too. I think that might be the second most expensive one. That was the Mannix. I think that was like $165 or something like that. And Contigo might have been $165 too, or something like that. They might have been like about the same price. So this one is definitely the most expensive one. The Adamas, this is $238. These are like $165, $165. I think I paid $140 something for this one. $140 something, and I think this is $125. This is $139. And this is like $155 or something like that. So this is the most expensive heavy-duty knife I've purchased so far. And it's actually in the realm where I don't tend to like to, when I spend that much money on a knife, I tend not to like to use it. But this one I want to use. This one I want to use. The Adamas I want to use. Just about every Benchmade I've ever had, when I get a Benchmade, yeah, I'll pick one of them and I'll carry the mess out of it. This one's been carried the mess out of. And I have an M4 that I carried a lot too. M4, and this one will be carried. My other Benchmade that I carry a lot, as you all know, is that one. I carry that one the most. I love that one. Y'all know me, I like stilettos. And it's nice and lightweight and long, just the way I like it. So it doesn't weigh me down, but I still got that reach and length. I feel that makes a good, knife. Let me just leave it at that. Okay, did we get the thickness? I'm up here talking too much, huh? Like I always do. Okay, here we go. 3.58. 3.58. It looked like a 3.5 millimeter knife. The handle thickness, 16.54. Okay. Or 4.8 or whatever it was. Okay. Compared to the seal, 4.75, almost 5 millimeters, and 17.69. Okay. 15 point, well, just 15, I guess. And 3.41. 3.76. 14 and a half, basically. 3.83. 13.8. 3.93, 4 millimeter. 12.32. So it's got a thicker blade and a narrower handle. 3.16, basically 3.2 millimeters. 11.5. Sog seal, 4-inch blade. I'm just going to do the blades. 4-inch blade, 4-inch blade, a little bit over 4 inches. 4-inch blade. A little bit under, it's about 3 3/4. 4-inch blade. About the same size as the Adamas, about a little bit more than 3 3/4. It's a little bit above 3 3/4. Well, there they are, people. I'm absolutely loving it. This is my first Adamas. My first Adamas. I sort of want to get to try out the little one too. I'm going to see what that one's all about too. Because you know me, I like the little heavy duty folders too. Those make great work knives also. I like the reverse finger flick real easily. This is a fidgeter. It feels really good in the hand. I mean, everything's all rounded off on here. I mean, there's no hot spots. I don't even I know where the pocket clip is, but it's not a hot spot. Is that the best way I could describe it? This knife feels real. I wouldn't change the pocket clip on this one. I'd leave this one just the way it is. I wouldn't change anything on it. And the jimpings it's all in the right places. You can't go forward on it because you hit the blade. But it's got a real nice big sharpening choil. Nice lightning groove. Adds to the look of the knife. It's a very, very good looking knife. It's the most expensive one. You know what? I'm very happy I got it. It's lacking a little bit on the detent, but I like that it's a lot lighter than the Sog seal. And I expect it to be just as strong as the Sog seal. Or I expect it to be just as strong as the Contigo, the Sog seal. I don't know about the Adamas. I mean, the Deadbolts. Deadbolts are super strong. And this one, to me, is only strong if you're holding it. But I would expect it to be, you know, probably stronger than the Manix, maybe. That might be its competition on this table. Because the Deadbolts, their competition is a triad. We all know that. The competition for Deadbolt-Locks is a triad lock. But as far as like all the fidgeting locks, I think the crossbar lock is the best. As far as like, you know, like strength, the crossbar lock and Andrew Demko's shark lock. Now the Atlas lock looks like it's going to be pretty nice too, but it sort of looks like it's going to be in the wrong position to be a great fidgeter though, because it's back where like the mid lock would be, and that's kind of an awkward position, I think. Whereas like the shark lock is in the right position. It's in the right position if you ask me. And once you get used to this one is like super fun. And I think what makes it so fun is that it's a learned process, and so when you get good with it, you appreciate it more. Whereas like this one, anybody can fidget with this knife. Anybody can. It's not a learned process. Anybody can pull back on a flipper, and anybody can push a button. Pull back on a flipper, push a button. Pull back on a flipper, push a button. Anybody can do that. It doesn't take any kind of memory, muscle memory, or special skills to be able to operate this one. That's what makes it so cool, though. It's so simple, and it's so easy, and it's so well done. People talk about button stick. Do you hear any button stick? All of mine are like this one. If that's what you guys are calling button stick, that's not button stick. I don't know. And all of mine are perfect. Every Cogent I have 3 Cogents. 2 of them are the G10 models. I got Purple Rain, and then I got what are we gonna call the white one? I think we ought to call it Frosty the Snowman. And I got this one, the Green Hornet. But these are awesome knives. And if you don't really know how to fidget yet, these are the best knives to get, I think, are the Kojins. And once you figure out how to, knives work and the locks work, and you get really good at it, that's when you move up to these. These are a little bit different. But they're equally as fun. Absolutely love it. And it's a great utility knife too. I've been taking this knife just about every day to work. It's become like my favorite work knife. I even ordered some scales, some what do you call it, carbidized scales. The what do you call them? Not the G10, the micarta ones. And I think mine are either linen or canvas micarta. I can't remember. It's one or the other. One's OD green and one's black. I know that. But I thought I'd put one on maybe this knife, but then again, I sort of like this knife the way it is. And I thought maybe I'd put it on the D2 one that I have coming. But then again, that one has yellow scales, and I think I might like that. I sort of like these with the colored scales. I don't know what it is. I like the. It just makes them fun. These are fun knives. But this one, this is a fidgeter too. And this is you guys are seeing me with the first day of using this one. I'll probably take it apart though. I'm gonna take it apart because I like to lube the Mega Springs. I like to put a lot of grease on them. It makes them last longer. That's why. Because I plan on using and carrying this knife. This is gonna be my personal knife. So all these knives are my personal knives. Absolutely love it. This one I've carried a lot. This one I haven't really carried this one because I got the 8010 Lite came out at the same time, and the 8010 Lite is actually the one I carry all the time. So let's put the 8010 Lite out here. I just want to have the premium version out here because all these are the premium versions of their knives. But this is one I actually carry all the time. Absolutely love it. And they're going to come out with a just another news thing for you guys. These are my 8010s. My two 8010s. This is the original one with the hollow ground blade, and this is the version they made after that with the saber ground blade. But they're going to be coming out with a Tonto version. I got to get it. A Tonto version. And they're also going to be coming out with light models of the 8010. I think that's a good thing, people. Light models of the 8010. That's a good thing. But anyway, let's end this video. I know it's going on way too long. Hope everybody's having a good day out there. Peace out. Stiletto.